Cambodia is being criticized for cracking down on political activities. There's growing concern whether a general election scheduled in July will be held in a fair manner.
Former opposition leader Sam Rainsy visited Japan last week, seeking support for the young democracy. NHK World's Kazuaki Hirama has the details.
Sam Rainsy served as the leader of the Cambodia National Rescue Party until last year. The party was ordered to dissolve last fall by the Supreme Court, as Hun Sen is apparently tightening his grip on power ahead of July's election. Rainsy's successor, Kem Sokha, was arrested for allegedly plotting to overthrow the government with the help of the U.S., charges he denies. Rainsy's visit to Japan was part of his efforts to gather global support for Cambodian democracy.
It is important to remind Mr. Hun Sen, to warn him that Japan will not recognize the legitimacy of the election if the opposition is not allowed to participate in that election.
Rainsy met with Japanese citizens last week and asked them to help pressure the Hun Sen regime through the Japanese government.
There's a limit to what an individual can do, but it's important to voice opposition.
Rainsy reached out to many Cambodians who fled to Japan for asylum. Some arrived decades ago during the Civil War, while others came fairly recently. They are concerned about the political situation in their homeland. Rainsy called on them to take action.
I think we can change the course of Cambodia's politics.
Rainsy says Japan has made a tremendous contribution to Cambodia's peace and democracy and highlights the strong ties between them. The first Japanese UN Undersecretary General Yasushi Akashi helped to organize a historic election in 1993, in which the democratically elected parliament adopted a new constitution. Japan recently agreed to loan Cambodia $90 million. Foreign Minister Taro Kono urged Hun Sen to ensure the ballot's legitimacy at the same time. Japan is concerned about China and its increasing influence on Cambodia. The nation is a major provider of aid and has been backing Hun Sen, but it has avoided getting involved in Cambodian human rights issues, unlike the U.S. and European nations who are criticizing Hun Sen and pulling support.
If Japan cannot help Cambodia at this point of time, nobody can help Cambodia. So Japan is the last link between the world's democracy and Hun Sen, and Japan is only the last hope.
Rainsy says Japan has laid a foundation of democracy in Cambodia, and its legacy should be preserved. Kazuaki Hirama, NHK World, Tokyo.